Today we're reacting to the dark reality of clip farming. Coming off of Streamer University, we saw a whole lot of clip farming, and you know, whether it was good or bad, it was a lot of it. And I feel like clip farming is a great way to turn yourself up, but some people don't know how to do it right. Let's get into it.
Clip farming and the pursuit of content. I dropped a video a little over a week ago about the art of humiliating yourself for views, but in the process of making that video, I started to reflect on myself a little bit. I wanted to analyze why that video came to be. So think of this video as a director's cut that I neglected to tell you guys about. And while I did bring up the importance of loving yourself and questioning the mental health of these content creators that we watch, I didn't fully understand why I was able to make a video like that. Why could I enjoy content that is self-deprecating in nature? Upon realizing this, I thought of Etika, a content creator who met a tragic end. But before he passed, it was common knowledge that Etika's mental health was not taken as seriously as
I wasn't
clip farming and the
Jesus Christ, what did I just do? I wasn't that tapped into Etika's content. I wasn't that big into YouTube during that time. Like, I had my YouTubers, but like the goats and stuff that you would call goats of YouTube, I wasn't really too hip.
When realizing this, I thought of Etika, a content creator who meant seriously as it could have been, and that's exactly the issue. Clip farming is part of a larger dilemma on social media, that dilemma being that we are becoming increasingly desensitized. Clip farming and these content creators constantly taking themselves as jokes is causing viewers to become more comfortable with laughing at them and also more skeptical about the content we see. So yeah, this video is clearly about the dark side of clip farming, but I also want to use this video to introduce a few other thoughts that I had, and these thoughts will be elaborated on in a future video. So this won't just be me talking about Dabo being a chopped guy or whatever, or even reiterating the same points from that video. I do want to keep it fresh, even if the video is still along those same lines. This started because my friends had seen the clip of Dabo crying walking out of the gym after he played basketball.
This nigga got little kids fucking with him. Well, it just don't stop for this nigga, huh?
My friends were feeling bad for him after this clip, but I quickly stepped in to say that this is a set up scenario.
Yeah, this is nigga not actually. Yeah,
it's merely another attempt at a viral clip. Dabo is the Frank Ocean crying kid after all.
I would never cry to a Frank Ocean song. Let's be honest. I am a man.
I may be younger, but I look after you.
Like, this is his bit. Like, his bit is crying.
I don't know what to express right now.
And that same kid that cried to Frank Ocean is a kid with the ability to cry on command. He's clearly clip farming, and this obviously doesn't make him feel any way, right? That's what I told my friends, and they obviously said, but still, he's crying. We should feel bad. Something in me told me that that's just a bunch of bullshit. Dabo is a known clip farmer. He's known for constantly partaking in humiliation rituals. Why would I say?
He on some boy who cried wolf shit if this is the case. You know what I'm saying? He's on some the boy who cried wolf.
Suddenly find myself feeling bad for another one. I came to realize this is essentially the boy who cried wolf. We all know the fairy tale about a boy who constantly lied about wolves coming. Or if you're a One Piece fan, we know how Usopp kept crying about pirates despite it being a lie. That's why when the wolves eventually did appear, the boy met a tragic end. Well, at least in some versions. But do you see what I'm getting at? Clip farming is essentially the streamer's version of the boy who cried wolf. We as the townsfolk or viewers get increasingly more desensitized to the cries of the streamer.
Stop giving a f about my life. You know, back then I was still getting caught chopped, and it hurted me, bro. I was like, what can I do to be an evil villain? So I became even more chopped. I stopped giving a fuck, because if nobody can care about me, why would I care about myself? I had to become the shadows. You know, I was wondering, what is young Dabo good at? I'm not good at nothing. I might as well become the face of Chopped. So now we're facing reality. It's just me against myself. I'm the villain.
One might call this a humiliation ritual or clip farm, but to me, I think it's a peek into the psyche of young Dabo. Constantly being called chopped online has had adverse effects.
Yeah, okay, I see it. All right, I get it. I understand. This is yeah, the peek into the psyche of this nigga, because nobody in their world wants to be called an ugly ass nigga, and except, damn, I'm an ugly ass nigga. You don't want to look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, and you say, I'm an ugly ass nigga, you feel bad. You don't start smiling because you ugly as shit. Damn it. I don't know what's been wrong with me. Every time I change my battery, I drop the battery behind my whole setup. I gotta get down on all four knees and crawl under. I'm a grown ass man crawling on my knees and my hands to get retrieve a battery from behind my desk. I keep dropping it. Shit is annoying, bro. I forgot what I was saying.
Effects on him. It probably does hurt, but he also jokes around with being chopped. And the account that made the chop stare joke is one of Dabo's accounts. Clips like these contribute to the jokes, despite them clearly affecting Dabo, which just further expresses that point. And this is what I mean. I know he said he leaned into it because people called him it, but it just desensitizes his viewers. It makes them used to this Dabo, a Dabo that cracks jokes about being chopped, a Dabo that is a clown. Now I do want to talk a bit about Etika, because much like Dabo, people joked about him. People found his crash outs and his issues funny. Now I can't speak with certainty, but some people think Etika's community or fans were the reason he went off the deep end. A lack of consideration and care when it came to him. The thing is, Etika was self-aware of his chat, and according to him, he considered them an unrestricted army of niggas.
Here's the thing, right? I want to share with y'all something, because I was looking at one of my reaction videos from the other day.
This nigga has a heart rate monitor.
It was the JonTron one, right? And you know, just Etika John. Let me see here. JonTron reaction or whatever, I don't know, but this is the most recent one that came out, and bro, the shit that the chat gets in this video is so hilarious. Look at the comments of this shit. The chat is as toxic as ever. I see niggas are like, yeah, pretty much. Glad to know that the Flex Tape products are a lot less toxic than his chat. Like, nigga, y'all be getting some fucking hate. But the thing is, like, when other people come around to the channel, right, I guess we do things so different here that they don't really expect to see, like, an unrestricted army of niggas.
And that's what I mean. While Dabo definitely hasn't reached this point,
that nigga right there, again, that just goes to show, you know, you do say like, yeah, this is his thing, this is the bit, but that nigga right there, I didn't see a person hurting in that clip. Now maybe there's other clips that he's showing that, but that seems like he is well aware and okay with what his shit look like. So that is pretty scary. You know, you don't know what a nigga going through for sure.
And even in my video, you can see his community was grilling him for it. The bottom line is that the general public are making jokes out of him. This normalized toxicity, this environment where these types of jokes are
like, you don't like, he's one of them niggas that got money, got fans, got status, got some type of celebrity, but still don't even really get to reap the full benefits of it because of how he's perceived by everybody. He don't even get, like, you know how I be in some videos, you know, on my other channels, I might tell y'all like, well, you know, a lot of times you just really need some money if you really want to change. And that's true. You know, money has helped him a lot, but not how it's helped other niggas in certain ways. You feel me?
Accepted mark a bad precedent. It's okay to keep prodding the bear. It's okay to keep joking, because even if the streamer looks like they're suffering, it's just a joke. And remember, the streamers themselves make the jokes. They know the chat is toxic, so it's okay. But really, it's not. In Etika's case, it got to the point of a breakdown on stream with his friend accompanying him.
Yeah, you know what? No lies get no replies. For the first time, get no replies. For the first and the last, I'm going to address this, and I will never say anything again. Oh, shit, stop donating to Etika. He's using us for money. Oh shit. Oh wait, that's what you were. Oh shit. What the fuck? Who is that nigga? You know how fucking angry that makes me. Stop this, Kobe. Move.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna tell you something right fucking now. Alright?
Shit.
What provoked this was his chat basically saying he's doing it for the money. Now I will commend Etika, because real nigga, you can tell he loved this shit. He loved
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We have become desensitized. that right there, you know he'd love it, but damn. Jesus Christ, he wasn't playing.
Content creating, and that's beautiful. But this reaction ain't normal. It's actually quite alarming.
Yeah, like, niggas say that about shit all the time. Look at Kai. Kai getting a whole lot of flack.
Very telling on where his mental is. You get trolled. You get criticized. It's part of the job.
I remember streaming whenever I didn't have that much cheese. There were days where I was like, I do not enjoy this, because like there's just certain jokes that it's funny at first, but then they just get old, right? And let's say you're a smaller streamer. Like when I was streaming, I didn't have that many people in my junk, right? But you know, I had my own community though. You feel me? I was grateful for what I had, but like it's the same jokes, and it gets annoying, and you're just like, all right, bro. And it's like, mind you, it's niggas like you can't even really press the issue, because it's niggas on like it's words on a screen. These are people, you feel me? But it's words on the screen. So when you start woofing, you don't even know who you woofing at. You can't even get jokes that also make niggas get on ass. You can't really even get in your bag. It's like you're going crazy because you're in here yelling at words on the screen and pictures of people that aren't their actual photo. You know? It's like that's what you start to build this tough skin as time goes on. But when you're fresh into it, you're like, what? You know?
Like this isn't. When you look at the chat, they're eating this shit up, finding it entertaining, but it's just depressing. But this highlights exactly what I'm trying to get across today. The continued desensitization of content is leading us to more eticas. Now, God forbid anything like this happens to Dabo. I don't want it to be another boy who cried wolf, okay? I don't want to see another content creator expressing genuine emotions or expressing genuinely alarming behavior, and then by the time we realized they were serious, it was too late. Clip farming is an action done in the pursuit of content, and I can prove it. So I'll end this section with this. Love yourself fully and wholly, and have clear boundaries on what's cool in your content and what isn't. Don't indulge in the shit that allows you to be spectacle. Don't let your chat or community become unrestricted, because when you're suffering, they won't be there to uplift you. You'll just be another show. So that's just my yapping. That being said though, let's talk about chasing clips. So the thing with clips is that it's a very, 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 very good way to get recognized and to get recognition. So if you want to have eyes on you, just go for the clips, my nigga. Now obviously clips aren't an inherently bad thing, right? Like a good clip. The issue starts when you have people doing stunts that get increasingly wilder to chase them. And when you keep doing crazy things as content, you have the subconscious desire, or you subconsciously feel as if you need to keep topping what you did last time for the clip. Then you combine this with the fact that the clips are your way to stardom. Now you have a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, and you see, and like, don't let a clip go viral and people seeing you and saying your name and this is that and the third. You gonna go like I'm the type of I be watching them. I be enjoying. You know the Heston James nigga that goes into stores and he just scream loud as fuck. That shit funny. It's funny, but it's definitely the clip. Like it's immature. Yes, it's this is that and the third. You fucking with niggas jobs and some more shit. You know, at the and online looking at it, it's funny. I bet if I'm in the environment and I'm the nigga working, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny. But you see, he gotta spam. He gotta go crazy. He gotta keep going. Not saying he's doing something necessarily too wrong. I feel like it's still pretty harmless. You know, him just screaming in the store, like, yeah, just tell the nigga that he ends up leaving and he goes away. You know, I don't think it's that bad. But you know, that's the lower level of shit. I could have brought up a crazier shit. The clip. Let's how about that one nigga that was spraying Raid on fruit and shit. It's like, okay, bro. You are now, like at first, you did the little funny thing. You threw some bacon into a nigga's clothes at the laundromat. Again, very far, but a nigga like me, I'll be laughing at shit. So you got me. But then you went to the store and started spraying Raid on apples and oranges and shit. Niggas take that home and eat. Like, yo, you're fucking around now. You know what I'm saying?
People acting like menaces because they think it's their chance out of the hood. And with this recent Zoe Spencer bullshit, that's exactly what's been going on. And even she said it herself.
I didn't mean to make him feel uncomfortable whatsoever.
I'm sure you did.
And I know that I definitely crossed the line with everything. I was just trying to be funny.
If you're not aware of this clip, y'all, she had Nina, the Asian girl from could have been shit. Hold this nigga, basically put him in a chokehold while she twerked on the nigga, you know, without him wanting to. And I made the point in this video when I reacted to it on Astral Dior Plus that switch the roles. Have a nigga grabs a girl from behind, put her in a chokehold, while the nigga comes up and thrusts her shit from the back. It's gonna be whoa. Oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean to do that one. It's gonna be, you know. So yeah.
And I was just trying to make a moment for the stream, and
Clip farming.
I see that what I did.
Thing is, but with her, she's gonna get another chance, and this is okay. I talked about it all the time. The double standards of life. They're here to stay. That's okay. I'm not saying that this is okay, but there's double standards and they're here to stay, and that's fine. But this is one of those double standards that the girl gonna get away with this and be able to cut this stream on and be okay. But the nigga's done. He's over. If a nigga did this, he's over.
Came off all wrong, and it's on me. I take full accountability for that.
And no, Zoe, it didn't come off wrong. You SA'd him. Not kind of, but literally. You SA'd him and your friend helped restrain him so you could do so. You guys are both extremely weird and nobody should accept this apology. She was trying to be funny for the stream though, and that's what I mean. This is chasing clips, chasing content. You chase these clips and you do wilder things for them, and this is the end goal. Now I know this probably seems crazy because DH, what do you mean she SA'd Saeed because she chased the clip? Are you crazy? Listen, it's not just her. Micah Delabou, for example, and actually hold on, bruh. Y'all know who Lil RT is, right? Literally the most exploited baby boy on the internet. That is a black baby. And Micah Delabou put him on a 20v1. And also even other streamers were putting him on his stream. Bro, even Kai Cenat had Lil RT on his stream, which is all weird because there was a moment in time where people seen this little boy as a viral moment. Once again, chasing clips for content. And also, where do you think this clip comes from?
Oh God! Hold on.
During a 20v1 Lil RT.
I'm not trying to even. I don't want to even see the clip of that.
How is he not on the watch list? I don't know. And to top it off, Micah Delabou dropped a Felice Johnson 20v1, which I made a
on my More Astral Dior channel. We've watched Felice Johnson interviews. We reacted to him. Man. That's a scary nigga to see in real life.
video on because he's quite literally a from prison. So if it isn't clear, content in the pursuit of it is spawning deplorable shit like this. Now the final thing I want to briefly touch on is the clone epidemic, where people are copying other streamers to go viral. Off the top of my head, Rakai, aka Kai Cenat's son, and honestly bro, this had to be some type of talent scout stylist because Kai Cenat literally put him on.
Kai Cenat, no, feel me, like, why the Kai Cenat? Like, feel me, this is like so just cool and just like, wow, man.
Yo, how does Rakai know all my mannerisms, bro? Like, dude, it gets to a point, dude. Like,
and you just have Kai Cenat, who's already pretty annoying. He yells and has a lifestylist. Nothing about him is real.
Fiend!
I feel like Kai's just getting too much, like, the stylist. I get it, bro. I get it. Y'all thought this nigga was like this all the time, and he wasn't influenced by nothing, and he always did his own thing. But get it, bro. Look, bro, the nigga just like, come on, man. He's getting too much for everything, all the great things he does. Like, it doesn't get annoying him yelling. Yes. I trust me. Y'all know me. Yes. But damn, bro, the shit's been working for this nigga for years. Why would he just stop? Why would he just randomly? I feel like he's getting too much.
And then you have Lil Cenat mirroring it. And let me be clear, obviously this isn't as
this nigga right here though. I said it in one of my videos. I think I posted today on Astral Dior Plus about Streamer University. Go watch that. This little nigga right here needs some discipline now. Real shit.
bad as the other shit, but it's still corny and has its own downsides. Number one, not everybody is gonna make it, so just being a clone is not gonna get you out the hood, and it seems like cloning stuff is reaching everybody. Even Blackboy Max has a clone.
Red will be one of the biggest shits ever. I don't give a fuck, because the reason it will, niggas hate on me every day. I can do the simplest shit ever and still get hated on, but that's the thing though, hate fuels success. I can work as hard as possible, and niggas will dead ass hate on me forever, just because they see somebody doing something and instantly will get on their dick.
And for the record, to you, Mr. Max clone, nobody's just hating to hate. Just keep it 100. You dead ass have Max's look, the way he speaks, and his freaking mannerisms down to a T. That's weird as fuck. And by the way, I ain't forget White Boy M, but once again, just gonna elaborate on this in a different video. I do think
Who White Boy M copy again? Speed.
Fundamentally, there is something wrong when you're willing to discard who you are at your core in the pursuit of notoriety and fame and money. So while being a clone doesn't compare to essaying someone for content or getting a literal in your video, it's still bad in its own way. But that's the dark reality of clip farming. Feel as if we don't have many open discussions on the ramifications of pursuing content and its effects on the youth. So I want to start it. So with that being said,
I feel like the clip farming and going for clips, I don't feel like he said, it's not inherently a bad thing. There's things that can be funny. I feel like people do great jobs at certain things. Sometimes they can be taken too far. Sometimes they get taken out of context to be too far. And that's just what content is, though. And that's what we've created, and that's what we've allowed it to be. So we have to watch and consume, and as content creators, act in the smartest way possible. That's what I think. And you know, it's only gonna get crazier, so be prepared. Like the video, sub up, comment up, binge the rest of the channel. I love y'all, appreciate y'all, I'm grateful for y'all, for real. And we gone. ADD, let's do it.